Hello, my name is MBD from FTW Broadcasting, and I'm bringing you League of Legends for the win, coming at you with another episode of Noobs Shouldn't Random. For those of you who don't know, I'm given a random champion, I play them in 5 normal games, and I report back to you how I did and what I thought. And it's usually pretty amusing because I don't exactly play that well. So let's get right into it. Today's hero is Kassadin, the Void Walker. Let's jump right into Kassadin's ability, shall we? His passive is Void Stone. He takes 15% reduced magical damage and turns that into attack speed. His Q is Null Sphere, which is a nuke that also silences. His W is Netherblade, which causes his regular attacks to restore mana, and you can activate it to cause him to do extra magic damage. His E is Force Pulse, which is a cone, slow, and nuke. The deal with this is he has to get 6 charges before he can use it. The charge is received whenever he or another champion casts a spell. In laning phase and when ganking, you're going to want to keep track of this and know when it's going to be up. In a team fight, it will pretty much be up all the time. When it came to which spell to level, I would level Q first, then E, and W absolutely last. I found W only useful for charging up your E. Ultimate R is Rift Walk, which teleports Kassadin to a nearby location and does damage in the AoE. Each time he does it, it increases the mana cost and the damage, so it's kind of a trade-off there. Kassadin's ultimate is his defining move. You want to use it often, you want to use it right, you want to be in and out and in and out. For my guide this week, I'm once again using the featured guide on solomid.net. The guide is titled The Other Super Anti-Carry by L. He Here, and I absolutely apologize if I butchered your name because I think I did. For Masteries, I used the standard 9021 build of all casters. And for runes, I followed the guide's suggestion, Magic Pen Reds, Mana per 5 per level, that's a mouthful isn't it, Mana per 5 per level Yellows, Ability Power per level Blues, and Flat Ability Power Quints. The Ability Power Blues and Quints allow you to get a little tanky to begin with because Kassadin's kind of flimsy and still have that damage mid-game that he's known for. For summoner spells, I took Flash and Ignite, and I can't think of anything else I would rather have. Ignite is perfect for securing those kills early game and late game even, and Flash is absolutely necessary for getting in the position you need to be in and getting out of bad situations. Yes, Kassadin has a built-in Flash in his ultimate, but you never know when you might need a little extra get out of jail free cards or a little extra chase somebody downy card. Let's take a look at how I did with this Mage from the Void. Alright, not too bad at all, not too bad at all. My overall goal with Kassadin was not to feed, and it looks like I did that very, very well. So, go me, way to go, not feeding. If you're finding you're having all sorts of trouble playing this game, think about that. Think about making that your one focus, not to feed, and you'll be surprised what kind of improvement you'll see. Let's break it down to the match by match. Whoop. Nothing too fancy here, pretty much an even record, and as a point of unnecessary bragging, that last game there was a 4v5, and we will be casting that game in full so I can brag even more. Kassadin is an assassin, or as I prefer to call them, a carry hunter. You have to say it like that or it doesn't count. Your overall goal is to jump on their carry and just blow them the hell up. Now it's not as simple as all that. Because Kassadin is so squishy, you have to be very careful and pick your right spots. And that's part of why you won't see Kassadin a lot at the higher elos. It's very, very hard to pick your spot and find that carry out of position. You can't just leap into the fight and blow them up. And yes, you will maybe succeed in blowing them up, but if you get CC'd from their team, you'll get focused, you will go down, down, down. The build I followed focuses on minimizing this flaw a little bit by going for the quick catalyst. I cannot think of anything else I would rather do than get the catalyst with Kassadin first. The extra HP is a must to keep you alive in the early and mid game, and luckily you'll find your damage doesn't suffer because of your runes. For boots, I would get Sorcerer's Boots, upgrade the Catalyst to a Rod of the Ages, and follow that up with a Death Cap. From there, it's very situational. If you find yourself still getting focused down pretty hard, a Banshee's Veil might be a good choice. In our 4v5, I picked up an Abyssal Scepter, and then a Will of the Ancients, but the only reason I got the Will of the Ancients is to stack it with our Karma. The absolute best advice I can give for anyone playing Kassadin: take your time. Be very, very patient. You have to pick that absolute right moment to pop in there, blow up their carry, and GTFO. It'll make all the difference in the world. You blow up that other team's carry and you're out. Then again, don't wait too long that your team is completely annihilated and then you pop in. It's a very, very delicate balancing act. And part of what I felt was really fun about Kassadin was this decision making. Although you can feel a little useless as your team is trying to fend off this team fight, fend off this push, and you can't pop right in until the fight begins. And if you pop in too late, well, maybe you killed the carry, but you were the only one left alive, and then you blew up anyways. So keep that in mind, and only practice is going to help you determine when the right time is. So, final thoughts on Kassadin? Kassadin's a lot of fun. Very cool, very unique hero. I like the assassin, I like the carry hunter aspect of her. I could see why she would have issues in higher level play where people just don't sit around and let themselves get picked off by the assassins like that. But she's also a lot of fun, and I could see in the hands of a very skilled player her being very useful depending on if the meta changes in the future. I don't think he's in a bad position. I think he's a lot of fun. I think he is significantly powerful. And let's bust out that old thermometer here and get the Mr. Noober scale of awesomeness going. And I give Kassadin an 8. Very powerful score on the Mr. Noober scale of awesomeness, Kassadin. In addition to that, I am adding Kassadin to my stable of champions. So let's give him a round of applause. Woo! Yeah, he joined an illustrious company. Illustrious company, I assure you. So that was Kassadin, and now it's time to pick my random champion for next week. So let's fire up that random noise. Yes, I would love a random champion. And the winner is Garen. To the fields of justice I go. I hope you all enjoyed episode 3 of Noobs Shouldn't Random from League of Legends for the win. My name is MBD, and if you like what you see, click in the center to subscribe. You can click in the top left to view the previous video, and you can click in the top right to view the next video. I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time.